Well, good morning, beloved. This is your girl Sharon once again from my front seat. And here we are giving God all praise, honor, and glory for what you say, beloved, for this brand new day. Why? Because this is the day which the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Why? Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. He founded it, He established it, He founded it. It's all His, it all belongs to Him. It's just up to you and I to get with the program. Well, we are here by the grace of God. Today is Monday. Today is the 6th of May, 2024. And beloved, by the grace of God, we are here. Not because of our goodness, not because we followed all the rules, did everything correctly. Nope. Because of God's grace and His mercy. So as I'm driving in this morning, hey, can y'all tell? So I've been like twisting my hair at night for the last few weeks, and it's actually starting to twist a little better. It looks, well, focus, RJ, focus. Okay. Anywho, I see it. Okay. Yesterday, Cinco de Mayo. Do y'all remember Cinco de Mayo is holiday time? When I was in elementary school, Pacoima Elementary, whoop, whoop, Northeast San Fernando Valley. Can I get up? And we would all do these Cinco de Mayo celebrations. So happy 5th day of May. Amen. We celebrated at church yesterday. Focus, RJ. Okay. So as I'm driving in today, I'm remembering one of the teachings from my friend Carolyn Olive, who I shared with you all on last week, right? Check her out on Facebook, Carolyn Olive. Amen. And so one of the teachings that I watched, she mentioned something that her mom would say often. And it was like, you do not wake up as an adult and all of a sudden you're responsible. Something like that. You work at it. You don't just, okay. One of the maybe examples she gave, like young boys are taught tuck your shirt in, right? Young teenagers or tween boys, they're taught tie your shoelaces. Don't walk on the back of your shoes. And it may be a constant teaching, a constant something, right? And so then when you become an adult, then okay, let me tuck my shirt in my pants. Let me make sure that my belt loop is through my belt is through the loop. How we oftentimes start out, I want to do this justice. Beloved, as children of God, we must be responsible. We must have responsible habits. We must have boundaries. You don't just wake up at 19 and, I know how to tie my shoe. You started tying your shoe when you were a little child, and it was because someone took the time to teach you, right? Little girls are taught, walk a certain way, or fix the collar on your shirt. Be mindful of, I can't say nothing about nobody's hair, but you get what I'm trying to say. As children of God, we must be responsible. Now, when we come to Christ, if I'm up in the club 7 days a week, then all of my clothes are pretty much club clothes, right? Why go there? And then when God calls me and He saves me, guess what? All my clothes are what? Club clothes. I don't know if this is going the way I want it to go. And all I know is I need to get to the church house. I need to get to the church house. I need to get, and I need to go, and I need to worship. God has called me. I'm giving my heart. What they used to say a lot of time, give the Lord your heart and the preacher your hand, something like that. But I need to get to the church house where all my clothes are what? They're club clothes. Now, Lord willing, the church will receive me. And then the women in the church will begin to love on me. The pastor in the church will begin to nurture my spirit man. I may be grown and an adult, but all I know is the club. So then now, as I'm being nurtured, as I'm being loved on, I am now growing into what? This responsible Christian. And then little by little, God does what? He begins to do the work. He begins to chisel away at all of those things that need to be made right. Not to say if I'm a club person, hey, not to say if I'm clubbing 7 days a week that I'm not responsible. That's not to say I don't pay my bills, I don't have a job, it's not to say any of that, right? My focus might be someplace else, but now that God has called me out, now that God has saved me, now that God has redeemed me, now my time has a different focus or a different structure. Things are a bit differently now. And now I am going and growing into a responsible Christian. Beloved, I guess what I'm trying to say, as Christians, we got to be responsible. Okay. Sister Olive, I'm so sorry. I had it all right in my head. Beloved, as Christians, we must be responsible. That's it. Be responsible, especially if you say you are a child of God. We must be responsible in our bills, in our conversation, in our dress, in our going, in our doing. We must be responsible. And this message hits me first. Amen. Maybe that's why I struggled with it. I went to my favorite restaurant in all of my world, and I have my large cup of coffee, including the senior discount. And I'm going to take my breakfast, and in about half an hour, I'm going to make my way upstairs, and I'm going to render unto Caesar those things which belong unto Caesar. And if it be the Lord's will, we'll meet again on tomorrow. From where? From my front seat. As children of God, let us be responsible. I love you. I'm out, y'all. Deuces.